Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back, and welcome to the new subscribers. I appreciate so much, guys. Hopefully, these reports are helping you in the daily activities, understanding more about yourself, using the energies that are coming to us to understand better yourself and understanding your surrounding. And hopefully, this is going to be improving our lives as a society. Today we are going to be dealing with balance, finding a balance, seeking a balance, needing the balance. But the balance it has to be also overcome what? A fears, a guilt, a shame, overcoming illusions, overcoming what you think it was right? The moon is going to be entering in the morning, is going to beginning to entering Libra. That is going to be opposing Saturn and Neptune. They are both in retrograde. What does that mean to you, though? That means that you have to revise it. Everything that it's not making a balance. What kind of balance can you make, right? Particularly, we're talking about relationships. You see, most of the time people think about relationships, particularly when it comes to a Libra. It is about between, people in love and marriage. Actually, Libra also represents all the contracts made. Hi, Nemira, glad to see you here. And with all the contracts, you got to be very mindful that currently we are still under the Mercury retrograde. He's not even to reach a critical point. We're still going into the hole, still only going to this trap. We are walking towards the trap, right, to the bottom of the issues that we're dealing with in our own egos and Leo. So with those kind of like of energies, as Mercury is about to meet together with the Sun, they're going to be what? They're going to be affecting on the way Pluto, but it's not going to be that much. But that energy is going to be pointing out towards the shadow. So as the moon is going to be going in the morning into Libra, you're going to be seeing it, the need for balance. There's going to be some sudden changes. All the sudden changes they're going to be coming in. They are going to be ruled by who? By the trine with Pluto and Uranus. Pluto is a retrograde as well. He is, in a way, giving us the positions of the deep transformation. But that transformation has to be of what we are today to some proactive actions of Leo. That means we need to be something proactively changing on our perspective of who we actually are as an authority within ourselves. And there. Hi, Elias. Glad to see you here. And with this kind of like a configurations, please don't create the contracts, don't sign contracts, don't getting into this. We spoke about this because things can change because Mercury, when it starts coming back to those positions, we are going to be reviewing the things that we did. Okay. Hi, Donk. Do we play to make money or do we make money to play? You see, if you look at it about money in there, another form of money, it's called abundance. But abundance, if you go back before the money was invented, that was I'm producing fruits, you're producing meat. I'm going to give you the fruits, you're going to give me the meat, right? That's how it is. It's not about to play. People who play, there always chance there is going to be a winner or a loser. But when the people cooperate, right? Right? There is a mutual exchange. They're both winners. And that's how we're looking at in there. So this is what is the power of the Libra to create the balance within a contract, right? So with this kind of like energies in there, and from this you can see within yourself that some of the things that you're looking personal contract from within you is going to be reflecting in the contracts out there. And this is going to be, if you have a balance within me, I will have the balance with others. Particularly right now within the relationship, things are getting very kind of like interesting because Mars is squaring Venus, and things can be salty in a way. But that kind of like energy is going to be get away from August 4th. We're not going to have that energy because Venus is going to be moving for faster. And with this situations in there, we're going to be seeing it how our actions is going to be bringing it some balance because Mars is focused on what? Mars is focused of going into Libra. It's like, you know what? We need to make a balance. We need to do this within our own selves. So this is going to be some interesting moments, but we're going to be talking about when that come up. Right now, we are going to be dealing at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be dealing with a lot of divine energies. Our subconscious can guilt tripping us. We're going to have some lots of to go at 8 o'clock in the morning. We are going to be viewing the things of life in totally different perspective, and hopefully that happens to you because this is where the spirit and the soul is going to be talking to you, and you're going to organize yourself because that energy of the ascendant is going to be pointing to who? To Virgo, right? There will be like no when a Virgo comes in, it says you need to heal. There will be no if the certain things has to be there because see, when you're fixing the things in physical, you also have to fix the things on opposite end, the mental level, the psychological level, which is going to go at Pisces, right? So the next hour, that's going to be at 9 o'clock. We are going to be review some of those energies of the past and the future, since the South Node is in Virgo, the North Node is in Pisces. We understand that as the North Node in Pisces, now we have to change something the way we're thinking, right? Because we have to renovate things. Because the North Node, okay, in about a few months, is going to be going where? It's going to be going into Aquarius, right? So with that energy, particularly with the North Node meeting Pluto, we are going to see some enormous, but that's pretty much like a year from now. So you don't have to think in that much ahead, but you have to review it now, what you can do right now for this upcoming changes. Between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, these personal relationships and Mars and everything is going to be really, again, back into the agenda. We may see a lot of things going on in there. Please don't take it this energy politely in there, but see how you can work the things up. Okay, Mars can feel a lot of pressures with all this. It can be, this kind of like a silent treatment, this kind of like a hermit modes that it comes in. It could be, thank God he's not in other zodiac signs. Otherwise, this could be a personal revenge and so on and so on and so on in there. But what you're going to be focused is the balance, because right now at 11 o'clock we are going to have the ascendant is going to be with the moon at Libra, right? It's going to be, let's make it a balance. We see the imbalance stuff. We need to put something on the other side to create the balance. Okay, it can't just be taken, you also have to be given. All right, what you're going to give it yourself and what you're going to take away from yourself. This is going to be a big questions, because the future is going to be calling you for certain things that you can take it with you. Imagine you're going to a trip, but you're going from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, right? So here in the northern hemisphere, it's summer, and you're going back into the winter. And guess what? You took only a t-shirt, right? Well, you better take your winter coat with you, okay? So with those intense moments that you're gonna be see, you have to also have these organizations within yourself about that. And Mars and Virgo in a way is gonna be remind you with this, because he's like, okay, there is gotta be a certain changes that needs to be made. But when you look at it inside of you on that psychological level of masculine perspective is like, I don't need all this intensity with Venus. I need to find these changes within me. Okay, I'm doing the changes, the positive changes because of me. Okay, the same way the Venus is going to be, I need to heal these things within myself. Venus isn't 150 degrees aspect with Pluto, is going to be start to be more and more. So the feminine energy is going to be going to the deep transformations, while Mars is going to be creating some actions of change. And you're going to be seeing those change in about 2 weeks from now. They're going to be some very powerful. Okay, 1 o'clock. This is going to be the inner work that it's going to be connecting with the sun and the transformations. Very powerful moments. Lately, those moments at 1 o'clock, they are very interesting because they are following into the point of what we are to the point of what we need to be. And you see that you are not where you need to be, right? You understand this within yourself. And who's standing on that path? It's you. Okay? You see it within yourself. You want to be something? Go make it. But this is when you learned, when you're 5 years old, right? This is the first time when you learn how to put the Lego and you become an architect, right? This is the first time when you design this paper plane and there, and so on and so on, in there. Are you a Scientologist? No, I'm not. I work particularly with astrology for the soul, and I work more with people, with twin flames, soulmates, relationships, and not being involved with that. All right, 2 o'clock in there. We are seeing it that midheaven is going to be pointing out towards the North Node. A lot of the divine energy is going to be really coming into us, guys. I mean, if you listen to the divine and the energies that are present into the divine, you see all the green lines, right? So the inner work is going to be pointing out, particularly, and we're talking about here, is going to be pointing out towards the North Node. The soul is going to be telling you, you need to come here, but you got to overcome your ego. You need to overcome your shadow. You need to find that truth. You need to understand yourself. You need to learn how to communicate back to yourself. But you need to face these transformations that it's coming in from Pluto. We're seeing it here that the moon, it's going to be a really with that oppositions with Saturn and Neptune. This is going to be the time that and the energy that is going to be coming into us in a few hours when we are going to be what? Looking at to the guilt, to the shame, to the limitations, to what ruling our karma, to our illusions, to the things of that are false. We sense that something is false, but we don't know what it is because we are believing what we were told, right? All kind of like these kind of like energies that we are going to be coming back in to us in there is going to be coming and clear the subconscious with all this energies within a consciousness that it's like here you feel that something is not the truth, you can find it yourself. Here, remove this is not the truth. Here, get away from this is not the truth, right? So we are going back, and a lot of those energies are right now. It's calling for really a push for one of the greatest purge, right? So if you want to find the truth about yourself, find who you are as an energy, because that energy determining the magnetic field you are. And this is how you're going to be attract or reject things in your life, situations, people, opportunities, abundance, whatever is in your case. Love, right? All right. 4 o'clock is going to be a very hard for some of the people, particularly we're talking about Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sag. That's going to be one of the inner work is going to be hitting Mars. And when Mars is like, okay, I feel like I need to act, I need to react. Okay, if you need to act and react, change yourself, change the perspective. You may be in the past, you acted the same way that right now the situations are calling. But you have that beautiful Pluto that it comes in, it says like, you know what? Let's change the things different way. Let's acting different perspective. Let's getting into this other situations there has to be because Pluto is trining that Mars, right? It is like I can change. I can be this difference in life. I see that what I did and before in there was wrong. Now I can heal myself and I can create something better, right? And this is how the moon at Libra, because she's also trining Pluto, is gonna comes in. It helps out. The moon in the next hour at 5 o'clock really is gonna help. That is gonna be the moment of that energies of the balance where it's gonna be coming in. So pretty much you see how Pluto and the moon there basically is gonna be controlling pretty much everything. A lot of synchronicity is gonna come in. A lot of those energies that we need to understand in there, and so forth. So you see within you where your intuition is going to be calling you for. Gary the vendor, hi. I want to know about the Akasha right now. How much you love me, what is going on? He's mad about me. Please check. I'm now looking at the Akashic records. This is like you asking to go out there and, in a way, if you're a Star Wars fan, it's kind of like you go into the Jedi's archives in there. You gotta have kind of like permissions for this, and some of the Akashic records, what some of the people know is not what it is. So yeah, this is required different situations. I'm talking about astrology. All right, moving up with the report. At 6 p.m., we have to face the unhealed patterns because the midheaven is going to be opposing Chiron with this position. The ascendant is going to be very much opposing Venus. That also means squaring Mars and the North Node. A lot of the sabotage is going to be realized. Because what? You're acting on a base out of a pain from the past. It's like what causing it all this pain to come back to me? It's unhealed. You haven't overcome that. You haven't understand it. You haven't passed over it. So stop acting in a pain. Can you start acting on a part of love and balance? You probably can. All right, well, the emotions is going to be high because this time you're going to be seeking within your shadow. Sometimes you are mad at yourself, even if you don't admit it. It's like, why I'm acting like this? Why I'm so crazy? Why I'm so stupid? Or so on, all that thinkings that comes in. And that is it because you're seeing it within your shadow. And here is the power within you. You can decide to change or remain the same, or you can feel comfortable living with your shadow, and it's like let it be the way it is. But you came here to what? To evolve. But you have a choice, right? Free will, in a way. But the energies is going to be present for you to doing things properly, right? The energy is going to be. The question is, can you use them? Right, for your own evolution. For those who does that, in the next hour at 8 o'clock, we are going to be seeing it. The midheaven is going to be at Scorpio, right? So right here, we're seeing the divine energies that it's going to be coming in from Chiron. They're going to be coming in from Venus. And they're going to be pointing out here. Did you find the truths from the past? Did you realize that? Or what is going to be the answer? Sudden changes. And that changes right here that we are going to be seeing it in there is going to be depending of the level of you having and making this balance happen from within yourself. All right, at 9 o'clock, the energies is going to be some a little bit more intensified. This is going to be one of the sundown. It's happening. The sun is going to go down, and the ascendant there is going to be at Virgo. Is going to have a very powerful energies toward Jupiter. You see, you do and follow the things, then the growth comes in and kicks in, and then you're healing old family patterns and you're building new ones. So if you've built a more healthy family environment, which is right now Jupiter and Cancer represents in there, that's mean that you can have a better generations that's going to be living after you if you're creating a family, right? All right, to 10 o'clock, the energy is going to be a little bit more calm down. You understand your shadow, you're understanding the things that you did. A lot of those mental work has been done. You're going to feel more at peace. And at 11 o'clock, we are going to have some great, great divine appreciations if you did that within yourself. There's going to be some very peaceful energy at 11 o'clock. I mean, it's very beautiful. A lot of the divine energy is going to comes in kind of like calm the soul from within you in there. And this energy is going to be really very, very beautiful, right? You're going to feel it. Hi, lady. Hi, Brian. This report is for the 29th. If you are in Europe, you probably, that will be for you for today. If you are in the North America, Canada region, it's going to be tomorrow. All right, and speaking about the next day at 7 o'clock in the morning, you guys want to know the day is going to beginning very, very interesting, forming about you seeking a balance within the material world. Yeah, but the material world currently at Taurus is squaring the Sun and Mercury, who is retrograde, facing the shadow. So you try to fix things in the material world, but they are far away from what you think it should be or what it is, because it is a power of other people from more authoritative situations, which is that's what the Sun and Leo represents. Okay, so Sun and Leo represent here is the king and so on and so on. And when you squares your inner work, that means that the authority is going to stand against that inner work that it needs to be, right? But you still can look at it in there, what you can do about from within yourself. And that is going to be related so much with what? With Jupiter. Okay? That's what this is. Hi, Akur. Thank you for coming in. And that's all for right now I have for you. I hope you're going to be finding a balance. Hopefully your masculine energy is going to be seeking this deep transformations. I hope you're going to be reaching deep in your shadow. You're going to clear the things that you need to clear from within. And that is going to bring the peace in the soul. And you're going to feel as a bringing the heavens on earth. Okay? So that's what it is. Not that much within religions. I look at the religions. Some of the religions, I understand them. But I'm more about the spirit, because the spirit is the power of the soul. But the spirit also connects to the spirit within the universe. I'm using more the paganism model that there is no God, but there is a universe and who is conscious. And that's what we are tapping into it, the consciousness of the universe. But that's where we are heading, right? Age of Aquarius, guys. Thank you so much for the questions. Thank you so much for the click, the like, the shares, the subscribes, and come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitation report, guys. Much love to you.